Hi everyone. Excuse me. Hi everyone. It's Cindy, and I am wanted to share something with you that I've been doing for the last few days, getting caught up. I joined late, but Margaret Miller is having a collage weekly challenge, weekly challenge. She gives out assignments. She has prompts for each week, one a week, and so I just thought I'd join it. Several people that I know on YouTube are doing it, and so I thought I wanted to get in on the action. So I just wanted to show you my first few collages and read the prompts to you and show you where I went. The first one, week one, they wanted something fast, and I have a sports car. They wanted a postage stamp, and I actually have a couple. And I also have one, it's got the Pony Express on it, so that's fast too, or it was in its day. They wanted a piece of a map, obviously there's one, and a border or a frame, and I had a couple of these lying in a little dish on my desk, so I threw one of those on there. They were from a punch. And a portion of a brochure, which this is actually a Lancome brochure, and I just tore out this little portion of the Eiffel Tower, and then you have a bonus one in case you can't find one of the 5 main pieces. Then they give you a bonus, and that was a form or a portion of a form. So I got them all in, and I'm kind of pleased with it. And I'm using an old book. I had gotten this at a yard sale, thinking I might use it to cut pictures out and stuff. But it's all black and white, except for some center, a couple of pages in the center. But I just decided I was never going to use it. So I'm putting mine in here, and I'm combining this collage challenge with something that Gail Gossinelli did in one of her old books a couple of weeks ago. She collaged every page in the book, and she tears them out when she needs collage paper. And so I thought I would make this double whammy. So I'm not putting anything on the back. I will, when I, eventually I'm going to put, scrap paper here for writing space. But here's the second week. And for this one, you were to get a person, and that's my blue boy there, and an image from a magazine, and actually, this was actually from a magazine, so that would count, but I think this was really an image from a magazine. It was from a Martha Stewart magazine, and a doodle, which, that's what this is, my little doodle, and a piece of washi tape. That's what this is, some washi tape, and a tea bag cover, which I use Lipton tea, and they don't have covers on them anymore. So I at least the ones I get from Sam's Club, I get 3 of the 100 boxes, and they don't have covers on them anymore. So I don't know what to do. So I just skipped that one, and then the alternate was a A bonus was an illustration, and I took this fish. He's an illustration. So that was that one. And then this was week 3. And for week 3, they wanted a barcode, which I have, off to my right, I have a box with all my stickers and that sort of thing in. And I just reached over and pulled out a pack of stickers, looked for a barcode, cut that out. And one of the stickers was this starfish down here, and you'll see. So there's my barcode, and then a photo or a portion of a photo, and these are actually, I have a photo here of my grandson several years ago in the back of my husband's trailer. He was down picking up the pumpkins, and they were climbing all over him and choosing the pumpkins they wanted to take home. It was a really cute little picture, but there was a lot of green space from the field on it, and you didn't need that to see what the picture's all about. So I cut those parts off and used that. And then I needed a thing, which I figured my little starfish down here could be a thing. A clothing tag, which is right here. I just actually pulled my shirt forward and cut it off. And text in a different alphabet, which I couldn't find easily. I actually have some German stuff down in it, and they do have different letters in their alphabet, so I could use that. But I didn't. I just skipped and went to handwriting. And this is the handwritten scripture, one of my favorites, Romans 8:28. So, that is week 3. And I thought I would do week 4 with you all. And I'm just going to turn it around so I can see what I'm doing. And for week 4, we're to have numbers, which I pulled out my Tim Holtz stencils of numbers, or a stencil rather, with numbers. And also wanted graph paper or lined paper, and I pulled out a piece of graph paper, and I planned to stencil my numbers onto that. They wanted an art scrap, and this was some stamping and some experimenting I'd done, and it's really, sometimes I like it and sometimes I hate it, so it's going to go in here somehow. And then a book page or a portion of a book page, and that's this, and an old sticky note, which I don't have, and the bonus was instructions. So this book page actually hits several places. Obviously there's numbers on it. It's a book page, and it has instructions on it. Down here at the bottom it says to multiply a whole number by a fraction, multiply the whole number by the numerator of the fraction, and then divide the product by the denominator of the fraction. So there you go. Those are instructions if ever I've heard some. But I also had this, before I found this page, I had found these instructions for using a starter dough to make a couple of different things. That's also from Martha Stewart magazine. So, yeah. So I think we'll get started with stenciling. I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna be real basic and use vintage photo and get some numbers on this graph paper. Let's do it over here like this. So my book box project is coming along. I didn't get it finished in time to get photos on the Graphic 45 website for their challenge, but that's okay. I don't really care. I'm liking the way it's turning out, so you'll see that in a day or two. I plan to finish that later today. And so, yeah, that looks good. Did we keep going? Yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So that's worked out pretty well. And not sure where I'm going to go next. I have a little haul that I want to share with you here in a little bit of some stuff I've been gathering. I decided a couple of months ago, back in, I don't know, late autumn, early fall, that I wanted to make my grandsons each a junk journal, and I wanted it to be Boy Scout themed. My older grandson is really into Scouts, and it's a little too wide for the page. Yeah, that's good. And so he's on track to become an Eagle Scout. He'll be 14 this summer. And so I decided I wanted to make it Boy Scout themed. Well, ever since, I've been doodling around. Every time I think about it, I go to Etsy and I go to eBay and I just Google and do on Marketplace on Facebook and just look for Boy Scout stuff. Well, it turns out that Boy Scout stuff evidently is much in demand, because what I really wanted was an old manual that I could tear apart to make ephemera with. And I was hoping to find some paper, digital, if possible, but otherwise a packet of paper to make, to do the basic part of my, I'll go this way, of my books with. And I just never could find any. So a couple of weeks ago, on Saturday night, I was in my room, and I was sitting at my computer, and I like to put the prompts right on the page, by the way. I just think it just makes it more relevant. So I trim them down as much as I can with the little frame, and then I just slap them on the page and build the collage around it. Anyway, so I was fooling around, and I just, went to Google, and Googled old vintage Boy Scout manuals. And I've been doing that, and they're really expensive. It was kind of interesting. I didn't want to spend more than just a couple of bucks, because, what am I going to do with this thing? So, anyway, this Saturday night, like I said, it was 2 weeks ago, and I just, started my Googling thing, and all this stuff popped up that I hadn't seen before. So I went to look, and sure enough, there was a digital kit of Boy Scout papers, and I really liked them. They were vintage looking, and they were great price. I think I paid $4 for the packet, and there are 16 different sheets. So that's just an amazing bargain. And so I bought that real quick like. But I was still hoping to find a manual. And so I went back and put that in Google, and sure enough, it came up on Etsy. Let's just put this right here, I suppose. That there was a manual on Etsy for only $4 again. $4. So I was like, well, hey, let's check this out. So I went and looked, and it was digital. This clever person had sat and scanned the entire book. There's like over 350 pages. So I have that now in digital form to print pages as I see fit. So that was kind of cool. And then, let's see. So I got that, I ordered that, and downloaded that, and then I found, in that same search, I think, Boy Scout themed postage stamps popped up. So I got some 1951 postage stamps, I think they were. They were from the 50s anyway. 10 of them for $2. So I got those. You know what? I'm lying. The digital for the... Yeah, they were $4. The digitals for the paper was only $2. So there I've spent $10, and that's, I'm feeling pretty good. But I wanted some fabrics, and so I Googled, and took me back to Etsy. I found a shop that had a couple of pieces, and they were pretty pricey. There was one that had, for just a fat quarter, they wanted something like, I don't remember, it was like $8.50 or something for a fat quarter. I was like, okay, let's hope there's somebody with a little more sense, because I'm not paying that. And so I kept going, and sure enough, I found a shop that had them. They were still more than I wanted to pay, but let me put some of maybe that donut in there. It was more than I wanted to pay, but it was still within reason, and so I ordered that. I got 3 different fabrics that coordinate, all with Boy Scout themed prints, and I'll be showing you those in a haul in a couple of days here. I think I'm going to wait till I get the what do I want to say? Oh, the book box finished before I do that, because once I start playing with it, I'm going to want to do it. So, yeah. So, that page, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? Alright. I'm all ready to go to start next week, and I think I'm going to do this on Mondays, or at least that's the plan. You know how I am. Things come up. But it's usually pretty quiet around here on Monday, so it should be a good day to do it. And so, yeah. That's the plan. And there's my collage for week 4. Turn it around, breaks it out. Not that it matters for collage, but that's pretty neat and tidy. There's not much excitement there, but, So, anyway, that's what's going on. We're just hanging in there, adjusting to our son being in Colorado. He starts his new job on Monday, He was hired before he ever even left here. So he starts on Monday for the Parks and Rec Commission in his town. And he'll be doing roughly what he did for Ricketts Glen State Park here. So, yeah, that's kind of exciting. So, and we miss them, but they keep in touch. They call several times a week. They're real good. And so, yeah, we miss them, but that's okay. You know, we've been very blessed. He was 45 before he moved out of town. He was 31 when he left the house. We just always got along really well, and he was enjoying saving money and not having to, worry about money a whole lot. He had an expensive truck, and, he just basically could play with his money. He bought groceries, and he did all the Walmart shopping, and that was basically his rent. It was just how we worked it out. So, yeah, that's how it went. So, we just had a great time with him still at home. And then he moved out, and a year later he met Tiana, and a year after that they were married, and that was 12 years ago. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you real soon.